Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of The Edge of Innovation TV channel on YouTube. This was not supposed to be the first episode. No, I'm working on the studio, I'm working on getting things setting up, and I'd intended to do this in a week or two. But I want to show you the new Apple Vision Pro. I just came from the Apple store, I just got mine, and this is so important. Finished or not, I want to do an episode to show you what it's like. So sit back, relax, and watch my very first episode. I promise the next ones will get better.
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination and innovation. That's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the Edge of Innovation Workshop. Here.
So as I said, I just came from the Apple store and had the most amazing experience. I've always been a day one Apple person. The first day that the iPhone came out many years ago, I was there. The first day the iPad came out, I was there. The Apple Watch, I was there on day one, first person in line, and today I was not quite the first person in line, but almost the first person in line to try the new Apple Vision Pro. And people, it is a game changer. You're not going to believe what this thing can do. And there is no way that I can describe to you in a video like this how it works and what it feels like. Can't be done. You have to experience it for yourself. So I urge you, walk out the door right now, run to your nearest Apple store and try this. It's going to change travel. It's going to change the way we do shopping. It's a game changer. It's totally immersive. And yes, it's expensive. And I'm not sure if this will be the version that everybody uses. I mean, this thing, we're looking at almost $4,500 fully loaded with all the options here. And I paid for it. This isn't some freebie that Apple gave me. I paid for it. So I'm not sure if people will spend that, but I can promise you that in a year, 2 years, 3 years, when this is $1,200 or $1,000, it's not as big, it's not as heavy, and it's like wearing glasses on your head, traditional sunglasses. Everybody's going to be using this. You won't need to go to the store, you'll visit relatives. It is truly, truly amazing. So sit back and relax. Let's start opening this. I mean, they can't demo everything at the Apple store for you. So I apologize, this may be a little bit long, but I haven't opened it and it has to be set up here at home. So we're going to be going through this together. And I also apologize that this isn't a very polished video. It's not scripted. There's no script written. There's no there's no camera editing that's going to take place for the most part. I mean, we're just going to put it straight to tape, and I'm sending it to you because you need to hear this. You need to see it first. I ordered all the accessories, and that's why I've got a lot of money in this. That's why it was almost $4,500. I ordered an extra battery. I ordered a Belkin battery holder that goes on apparently your belt. I didn't have to have, but I had vision inserts made, so I went down and got a prescription even though I don't normally wear glasses. I felt like it might make the experience better. And that was one little hiccup that Apple had. The Zeiss vision inserts did not arrive until after my appointment at the Apple store. So the experience wasn't bad at the store, but I think that after I put these in, it's going to be even better. So let's get started. I've got my trusty pocket knife. I've got this gigantic box that it's kind of shocking. I mean, I carried this out of the mall and it's heavy, it's big. The device itself isn't that big, but I think there's a lot of stuff in it. As I said, I apologize for any faux pas here, anything that may not look like a polished video. I promise it'll be better in the future, but here we go. Let's open this. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we can do here. So typical Apple packaging, it looks like. A lot of thought went into it. They did tell me at the store that these aren't actually kind of assembled when they get them. I mean, this was put together somehow at the store in the back room, and it was apparently kind of a bit of a project. It took a while. Wow, look at this. Look inside. Look how it's got the, I don't know if you can see this on the, not sure. Yeah, see there? Look at that custom molded piece in here. I mean, it's really heavy. It's really substantial. Typical Apple, just well done. And ladies and gentlemen, there it is. There it is. I don't know if I can get the overhead camera. See if you can see it there. One thing that I did do, I never, ever, ever, ever buy Apple Care. Just don't. I feel like I take care of my stuff. If there's an issue, I'll go buy another one. I just look at it as like if I drop it and break it, well, I know it's going to cost me, but I'll go back and get the latest, greatest one. I did buy the Apple Care for this. It's $25 a month, $500 for 2 years. So I went month by month because I thought if something happens, I will, in a year, I can always, there'll be a new version. I'll probably want it instead of this one. So here it is. This is how they demo it. This is a little shade that just kind of a cover. It slips on and off. It's very well made. It's padded. It's well made. The whole thing. And the one thing that I think surprised me when I tried it at the store, this is a bit heavier than I expected to be. It isn't lightweight. And I know that's been one of the complaints from some people that have already tried it. It's a little bit heavy. But it's not bad. I mean, I had it on for 30 minutes at the store trying it out, and it really wasn't that bad. The eye shield, which they apparently have to put in the box, and this is all, as I said, somehow assembled in the store. Magnetic, it just pops in and out. Very well made. This is apparently titanium. You can watch the videos that Apple's put out. Extremely well manufactured. This is your digital crown button here. This allows you to take photographs and videos, and people, let me tell you something. Spatial video is absolutely a game changer. You're not going to believe the spatial video. It's just, there is no describing it. You have to sit down in an Apple store. You have to try one of these to get a feel for it. I mean, it's nuts. Obviously, there's some vents up here. I don't know if you can see those. See if we can get in here. Maybe there's some vents. It must be some kind of a fan in there. There's some things down here, some vent holes. I never heard a fan come on. I never heard it get, there was never any noise, anything like that. And I don't know how it works. I couldn't begin to tell you how it works. But the audio is amazing. I was in a busy Apple store, lots and lots of noise. I could hear everything. And I wear hearing aids. I don't know if you can see them here, but I'm old enough I wear hearing aids. Didn't have them on. Truly amazing experience. They say that if you use the latest iPods with it, that it's really amazing as well. I have them. I didn't have them on. I didn't use them, but they say that that's really amazing. So anyway, let's get to it. This adjusts the tension. You can turn this, and this works really well. I mean, it's comfortable. I have no complaints. Obviously, there's stuff under here. What do we have? Looks like a manual. I have no idea what this is. They didn't demonstrate this at the Apple store. So I don't know what it is. Some sort of maybe another sort of light seal maybe? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Okay, didn't see one of those at the Apple store, but it seems to have magnets on it. I don't know. Maybe this is replaces this. I don't know. We'll see. You do want to hold these. They pointed this out, and I can see now after having it here at the house and having it in the studio, you want to hold it like I'm holding it right here. It is a little bit heavy, and if you grab it here, this thing's going to pop out, and you're going to drop it. So you do not want to be dropping these lenses on the floor. I don't know how durable they are. I mean, an iPhone's pretty durable, but I don't think you want to chance it even with Apple Care. This seems to be some sort of a, yeah. Unlike Apple, this seems to be a fairly large instruction manual that kind of describes how it all works. They aren't known for the manuals they provide. And here we have what appears to be another headband, I suppose. Maybe this is a separate one that, I don't know. Maybe it's bigger. Hard to say. Don't know. We'll see if we can figure that out maybe later. The most important thing I think that we probably ought to talk about, or one of the most important things, is the battery. And I ordered a spare battery. They're not cheap. I think it was a couple $100, maybe $250. I don't actually remember. This is it, about the size of an iPhone. It uses a MagSafe type adapter. And this is typical Apple packaging. These little tabs pull off, and it's really, really well done. I mean, they must have a genius that works there doing their packaging design. Because they're always well done. It's not terribly long, and I can tell you that this thing's kind of heavy. It's not lightweight. It's heavier than an iPhone. It's definitely a lot heavier than an iPhone. Supposedly give you about 2.5 hours of run time. We shall see. I'm also told that we can plug it in and operate the device with it tethered to a power supply. And it has, again, unlike Apple, which I take exception with, I don't like the policy, I don't agree with it, but they did include a USB-C charger. It doesn't appear to be a big high-powered one like some of them have been in the past, so it doesn't, it's not a real big one. I think they ought to include these with every device they sell. Not including one is stupid, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. So let's see what we do here. So I guess we put this on, if we do this like we did at the Apple Store. And I'm going to go behind the desk, and this little device here, and I don't know if you can see it, I'll try to get it closer to the camera, is actually pretty neat. I didn't see this at the Apple Store, but I don't know if I can get in here close enough. This camera may or may not focus. But it's got some little sort of retaining ball bearings in there. It's finely machined. It's really well made, and it looks like maybe it goes in and twists. That appears to be what happens. Yep, it does. That's interesting. So this looks like there's a little dot, which you won't be able to see, but it looks like it goes in here maybe, and yep, it twists. So it has to be aligned. The cable goes toward the back, and there's a little dot. Obviously shows you it's direction. So I suppose this goes in your pocket. So we'll do that. And here we go. Let's move to the chair and see what happens. I've got decent Wi-Fi here in the shop. So we'll take the hat off. I don't know that I need that. You get to see my somewhat bald head, and we'll put it on. And I apologize, you're not going to be able to see what I see. So you'll just have to kind of bear with me. The first thing that you do is it aligns your eyes, and yeah, it's telling me to move it up apparently. Press and hold. Yeah,
click the digital crown for voiceover.
So it's telling me to triple click. I need to tighten it a bit, and this works really well, by the way. The digital crown is up here. You feel for it, and it says triple click it for voiceover. So I guess I'll do that. 1, 2, 3.
Press and hold the digital crown to align lenses.
You know what we forgot to do?
Lenses. Press and hold the digital crown to align lenses.
We forgot one thing. Our digital lenses, our Zeiss lenses. So let's see if we can, you probably can't hear it, but it's giving you voice directions, which is pretty neat. We'll see what happens here. Let's get these in there. As I said, I did okay without them. I didn't feel like I really needed them. I had LASIK surgery many, many, many years ago. And I just wanted, if I was going to do this and spend this kind of money, I wanted the best experience. So I went down and bought a new prescription. And it says left and right. So we take these out. And there, yeah, it just snaps in. It's pretty amazing. Just clicks typical Apple, very Apple-like. I mean, it makes a very solid just click, as if in, I'm perfect and you can't improve upon this. So here we go again. Let's try this again. So here we are, and we tighten this.
Slowly move Vision Pro upward. Press and hold it.
So it tells me to, okay, I have a little bit of light leakage under here, but they said that was normal. So press and hold this, and it looks at your eyes and aligns the tracking to your eyes. So here we go.
Environment.
So it's adjusting the environment. The Apple logo comes up. Oh my God, this is just
Control center.
freaking amazing. I'm looking through these, and out in space, it is the damnedest thing you. Giving me, let me put this down. It's telling me press the digital crown to begin, but I can see the monitor. It's like I'm in the room. I can see through these. It's like there's a little bit of a halo effect around here. I mean, it's a little bit like looking through binoculars, but not really. And it's painting text in front of me. It's like, I've never tried hallucinogenic drugs, but it's got to be like LSD, people. I mean, the most beautiful text is scrolling here. It's saying "Hola" in front of me. So here we go. All right, press the digital crown to begin. I just did. I turned the voiceover off. That's probably not good. Triple click the button for accessibility. I did that.
Setup. Hello.
We're in setup.
Press crown to begin.
Press crown to begin.
Welcome to voiceover tutorial.
Oh.
Welcome to voiceover.
It's got.
Descriptions of items in Apple Vision Pro. To learn more about
It's got a
voiceover on
screen
Apple Vision Pro,
in front of me that's.
left index finger against your left. Welcome to voiceover. Well, to move the voiceover cursor to the next item, tap your right index finger against the thumb and then release.
It's
Try
telling me to
perform the
tap.
next item gesture now.
It's telling me to tap my fingers together.
Move to the next item button.
It's telling me to tap my fingers together. This is a little distracting because it's talking to me here and the audio is unbelievable. I mean, it's like I'm right here. But it has a screen. I can reach out and almost touch it. Actually, my hand is going through it. And as I get close to it, oh my God, it's moving backwards. My hand touches the screen and it moves back, and I come back and it's floating in space. It's the damnedest thing you've ever seen. So it tells me to touch my fingers together, and I learned in the Apple Store, you don't have to hold them up. Now, I'm going to hold them up so you can see me do this, but they can be in my lap. They can be, I mean, the cameras see it really well. So here we go. I'm going to click it.
To move the voiceover cursor to the previous item, tap your right middle finger against the thumb and then release. Try to perform the previous item gesture now. Move to the previous item.
Okay. Move to the previous item. Okay, I'm trying to move forward or backwards, but I'm not sure. It's not moving. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. In the Apple Store, it was pretty intuitive. Okay, let's try. It's probably because I was talking and when I should have been listening.
Voiceover off.
Okay, it's voiceover off, and it's painting this amazing text right in front of me. Press the digital crown to begin. Okay, we're going to try this again. Bring your iPhone or iPad nearby to get started. I have my iPhone, okay. So I'm going to bring it up and continue setup. Oh, it's on my iPhone. It says setup on my iPhone. And by the way, I have the latest, greatest iPhone Pro Max, whatever. I mean, it's the best one you can get. And oh, yeah, it says look here with your Vision Pro, and you look at your phone. It's reading your settings, and it's right here in front of me. It's the damnedest thing. It's like, there's a check mark in a circle. Look at your code to pair optical inserts, okay? Your code is in the Zeiss optical inserts packaging. Oh, I probably should have just thrown that to one side. Here it is. Oh, okay. So here's a code in here, and I just look at it apparently. Yep, it's like a QR code, but it's floating in front of me. With a circle and a check mark, it's like...
Your eyes and hands are how you navigate Apple Vision Pro. You browse the system by looking.
So now it's talking to me and giving me instructions, which I got at the Apple Store.
And tap your fingers together to select it.
Unbelievable.
It's like a click on your Mac.
Unfrigging believable.
To scroll, pinch your fingers together and gently flick.
There's a window sitting right here in front of me, about 3 feet away,
Resting on your lap.
and it's
Next, you'll set up Apple Vision
and the
Pro
audio
with your eyes
is
and hands.
the fidelity is unbelievable. It's telling me to press the digital crown, but there's a screen right in front of me between me and the camera and the what's called the confidence monitor, so I can see what's going on. So it wants me to set up for your hands and eyes. So here we go. We press this. Look at your hands to set up. So I guess I'm supposed to look at your hands. So I'm looking at my hands. Okay. I'm looking at them. Flip your hands over. Okay. That's interesting. So I flipped them over. You know, you're not supposed to be doing this, videoing it while all this is happening. It's adjusting the lighting. They did this in the Apple Store, so the see-through just got darker. So it says, look at the dot and tap your fingers together to select it. So there's a dot in front of me. It's right in front of the camera. I'm going to look at the camera. And I just click, and it selected it. Boom, it went. Now it's putting a dot up at the top of my vision, and it says, now select the dots around the circle. And you just look at them, and you click with your finger. Now I've got mine up. It could be in my lap. It doesn't have to be up here. And this is surprisingly enough pretty intuitive. So I'm looking up. There's one. There's the other one. There's the other one. There's the one at the bottom at the 6 o'clock. 8, 10. I did it. Now it brightens my view. It's pretty light. Select more dots. I'll look up. Did it again. Select more dots. Okay. Well, guess I missed one. Maybe I missed one. Now it's going even brighter. So it's really bright. The room's really bright, but I look up, I see the dot on the top, the one at 3 o'clock, the one at about 5 o'clock, say 6 o'clock. Whoops, I think I missed that one. Yeah. And they turn from a little dot to sort of a bigger dot. And I can see through. I can see through the pass-through. I see the camera here. I see the whole studio and the whole shop here. And now it's going to set up a persona, which they could not do in the Apple Store. They said it was too personal, but I want to do it. So let's set up a persona. Because the girl that was demonstrating this had not tried this. She was very interested in how it worked. They had not been able to try it. And this is something you're not going to get demoed in the Apple Store. So it's down in the lower right corner, there's a floating screen in front of me. I mean, I can't describe to you. It's as if they put a big monitor that I would say measures about 4 foot in square, with rounded corners and a perfect picture. It's almost like a high-resolution photograph in front of me. And it says set up later, and if I click my fingers, it's going to do that. Or if I look at get started and click my fingers, it's going to start. So let's set up a persona. I have no idea how this works. Here we go.
To set up your persona, you'll remove Apple Vision Pro to capture your appearance.
So
Take your time getting ready and make sure nothing's covering your face. To start capturing, hold Apple Vision Pro at eye level. Keep your arms and shoulders relaxed. Then follow the instructions. Turn your head to the right.
Bear with me.
Left,
It's talking to me.
and tilt up and down. Then you'll capture your facial expressions. Smile with your mouth closed. Smile showing your teeth. Raise your eyebrows.
Still talking, telling me what to do.
When you're done, put Apple Vision Pro back on to see your persona.
So it wants me to remove the device, find a well-lit area, use a simple background. So you can't tell this, and take your time to get ready. So I have to have it facing me at eye level. What you can't see is that behind me is a green screen. The shop that you see is green screened in. So I think that's a pretty simple background. It'll be interesting to see what it does. I can replay the video. I don't know if it picked any of that audio up or not, but it talked me through the process. It showed a video. So we're going to start beginning the capture. It's not particularly well lit, but it's not bad, so let's give it a try. And it's apparently you're setting it up about like you do for a Face ID on an iPhone. It's a very similar process, except it wants you to smile, not smile, smile with your teeth. So here we go. Let's give it a try. Begin capture. So remove the Apple Vision to capture. And it's at eye level.
When you're ready, hold Apple Vision Pro at eye level. Align your entire face within the frame.
I assume you can hear this.
Move Vision Pro
Oh,
up
there.
a little.
Yeah, it actually puts my picture in there. I can see
Slowly
myself.
turn your head to the right. Now, slowly turn your head to the left. Now tilt your head up. Then tilt your head down. Next, let's capture your facial expressions. Smile with your mouth closed. Adjust your head by tilting it slightly down. Then make a big smile with your teeth showing. Now raise your eyebrows. Close your eyes for a moment. Capture complete. Put Vision Pro back on to continue.
It shows a video on the screen. And now I can see it's creating persona. It puts a screen in front of me. It says creating persona. And it's taking a bit of time. By the way, I ordered the 1 terabyte version. That's also why this was a little bit more expensive. I have no idea what the 1 terabyte buys me. I don't know if there's some sort of a little SSD hard disk in here and I get more storage, but it was the biggest, best, and when it's Apple, I always buy the biggest and best. Oh, okay. Wow, it looks kind of like me. It asked me to choose the lighting, and it's got me, and it says choose natural or studio or contour. I don't know what that means. Let's try set on natural. Let's try studio. I don't know, it looks a little better. Man, I'm ugly. But it looks just like me. It is shocking. My mouth is moving. Let's try contour. Whoops, contour. I don't know. Looks okay. I might have should have worn the hat, although it gave me more than I really have. So maybe that's not a bad thing. So I guess we'll take this one. I suppose it can be changed. We go up. There's a button at the top that says recapture if you don't like it, although I guess it's fine. And then next. So I look at the next button. And you don't really have to tilt your head. You can just move your eyes in that direction. You click next. Yep, there it goes. Select the eyewear. So I've got none. Oh, I guess it can put glasses on you. Let's try. Yeah, it'll put glasses on you if you want. And it's got a whole bunch of different kind, but they're kind of funky, but it gives you, yeah, I don't wear glasses, so we're going to leave that alone. That's interesting. We go up to next. We look at next up here, and it highlights it. When I look up there, the little button actually, when I look, and you can see me, my eye, well, no, you can't see me. I can only see me. It's really weird. So look up there, and it goes, it says, do you want to save or do you want to recapture? So I'm going to save time, save. Optic ID. Apple Vision Pro can recognize the unique aspects of your iris to allow secure access. Apple Vision Pro unlock and security, persona, wallet, music. Oh yeah, I think I want to set that up. I mean, it's like Face ID on an iPhone, so I'm going to set that up. Look here for Optic ID. It just, wow, that was quick. It read my irises. It needs a passcode. So you look at its typical iPad sort of passcode, iPhone passcode, where you have, you know, sort of like the telephone thing, and you look at the numbers. So you have a tendency, I think, to tilt your head and look, but you don't have to do that. So let me clear my passcode, which you won't be able to see. It doesn't like my passcode because it's easily easily hacked, but I don't care. That's okay. Wants me to re-enter it. Oops, I got it wrong. No. Yeah. No, it's kind of not quite, passcodes don't match. I know that. Let's try it again. Now, when you try it, it's a little bit buggy, I'm going to say. Yeah, when you try to enter it the second time, now it's like you double click. It's buggy. There's a bug here, ladies and gentlemen, for sure. Now it's double clicking it. Finally took it. But that part, there is a definite, I think, bug there in their software. It's asking me about data and privacy. It's wanting to know what I want to do for data and privacy. It's a fundamental right. Okay, we're going to continue just by looking at it. It says it may take a few minutes to activate your Apple Vision Pro. So it's got the little spinning dial, stay aware of your surroundings. It's not giving me a safety warning. Damn lawyers want that, I'm sure. It says use in safe areas, stay aware of your surroundings and take frequent breaks. Stop using it if you experience any motion sickness. And it's supposed to be used by people over 13 years of age. If you got a 13-year-old kid and you're spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on these things, yeah, okay, they can have it, I guess. So we're going to continue, and it's setting up my Apple ID, which I guess terms and conditions I have to agree to. I do, and it's setting up my Apple ID. I assume it reads that from my phone and maybe already knows it, because I kind of think it wants to know if how I want to transfer apps and data to this Apple Vision Pro. I'm going to restore from an iCloud backup because I keep everything backed up. So it's a little tricky. Let's see. It keeps jumping back and forth when I look at the one I want to use. Definitely some bugs, people. Definitely. I am not, it does not allow me to really okay, it's from the iCloud backup, set up as a new Apple Vision Pro, yeah. there are no backups. So I guess it keeps a backup in the cloud. Okay, it's going to be able to read from my iPhone my settings and my apps and data, but it says the apps and data won't be restored from the iCloud, and it's a little flaky on trying to select. It's hard to, when you just look at it, it's wanting to turn on location services, so I'm going to let it do everything. Keep the Apple Vision. It wants to know if I want to keep the Apple Vision Pro up to date. And so yes, it says only download automatically and then continue. So I assume I think I just want continue, I guess. I don't know. It's a little confusing. Wants to know how I want to pay for things. Oh, geez, after I paid this much, you would think it wouldn't want to set up my Apple Pay. So I'm going to do this later. That's something I can set up later. Improve Siri and dictation. So I'm going to choose to share audio recordings, I guess. iCloud Analytics, since this is new, yeah, I'm going to let Apple have that. Appearance. Choose how you would like to view Apple Vision Pro content. You can change this, and you can change it in the settings. You have a small, medium, large, and extra large. I guess that's, it wants you to pick, I mean, the default is large, so we'll pick large and continue. And pinch the window bar to move apps. And we look up to the top right, and it says Next. Look at the window corner, and yeah, this is all this. They showed us this, or showed me this, and in the Apple Store, how to move things around. So this is just kind of what they showed me. Hold the digital crown to recenter your view. So this is tips and tricks. You're going to need this, unless you got it at the Apple Store. Yep, and done. So now it's bringing me to the welcome screen, and I press the digital crown to open home, and again I've got this wonderful text right here in front of me that's just hovering. It's crazy, crazy. So we'll press the crown to begin, and all you have to do is look at them. And it wants to know if I want to open the Vision OS App Store to see others. I've got my mail. I've got something called Freeform, Safari's there, photos. These are the things that they show you in the Apple Store, and they're just floating around, and it's truly amazing. So let me try something obviously I couldn't do in the Apple Store. Let's see what mail looks like. And I just look at it and I pinch. Mail would like to send you notifications. Sure, I'll allow it. And lo and behold, there is my mail. Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's completely set up. It's got my iCloud in there, but it's not showing like my regular, it's not showing my regular email that I normally use. It's just showing my iCloud. So I can go up to Mailboxes, Edit. I'm sure somewhere that I can set up my regular, so it looks like my regular mail. Let's do this. If I look down to the right, I can click. Let's see, how did they tell me to do this? I click it, and I can move it in and out like this, and I can resize it like this. So that's how I change the size. Now I'm seeing through my email. My email is right here, and while my fingers are clicked, it's changing the size of the window. It's moving it. If I go like this, it's getting wider. And I put it up here on the ceiling. I can move it over here. I can yeah, put it over here out of the way. And it's four, it's got everything it's it's just floating there like it's the world's thinnest screen. If I look down at the corner, I can see that and move it out. I can move it. Oh my God! I can make it right here in front of me. Like I can get as close as what feels like a foot, and I can see through it. So if I go, it's looking at I don't know a 70-inch probably monitor, and I believe they told me the Apple Store, and I believe I can turn the digital crown. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. So now I can. Oh Jesus! I don't know how that happened. I have no. This is like it's going to be like LSD. I mean, I never took LSD, but I heard the stories. It's unreal. I'm sitting in a snowstorm. I mean, it's in the mountains. I'm in immersive somehow. I don't know how I got this thing, but I'm sitting in, no, wait, maybe it's sand. I think I'm in the desert. Maybe this is sand. But it's mountains and the sky, and it's completely around me. Completely 360 degrees, it's everywhere. And my laptop is here, this far away. It's this wide. It's this tall. And it was done with the digital crown. And I can dial this back. Oh, and there's audio. I'm hearing like thunder in the background. So I dial this down. Wow. I mean, there's no way, people. There is no way in the world that you can possibly describe this. It can't be done. So right now I have my email here, and if it's like the holodeck. If for you Star Trek fans, this is the holodeck, because my finger when I go up here looks like it's going through it almost. I mean, I can see it's like the chroma key effect I have back here behind me. There's spillage from the key, and it's like my finger's sort of going through, my hand's going through, same thing. Move this over here. You can see people. Here, if somebody were here, we could sit talk. Let's try this. If I look down here, how I'm not sure how I. It's my laptop. Maybe I have to use the mouse. Yeah, I can use the mouse. I don't know if it works. So I can minimize my switcher software that's controlling what's going to the cameras. I can minimize all of that. Let's look at, I don't know, let's look at some photos maybe or something. I don't really have any photos on my laptop. Wow. This is truly amazing. Let's see if we can, So yeah, it's just like working on your still have to use my mouse, which I actually thought that I would be able to pinch and zoom, but I can move this around. That's easy enough, which is a really neat feature. I mean, it is shocking how well this works. I wonder how I get, so let's try if we don't. I had to get it out there and let other people witness what I've been able to witness. This is if someone, Apple, at Apple or all of Apple, went into the future. They went out, think of this, they went 100 years into the future and they grabbed some alien technology and they brought it back and we get to see it today. That's what the Apple Vision Pro really is. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. As I said, don't walk, run down to the Apple Store and get a demo. I mean, it's that great. And I should also mention, one of the things that we did, our company, we bought 2 of these. Actually, we're apparently buying 3 because I talked to one of the other people, and after I told him how immersive and how great this was, he sent his son out and said, get down to the Apple Store, buy one of these right now if they've got one in stock. So he was headed down there. We have another one that's being picked up in about an hour. They have an appointment, 2,000 miles away. We're going to try a FaceTime call once they kind of get it set up to see how that works. So, we're going to be trying more things, and if I'm sure there'll be 1 million videos on YouTube that people will be showing, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of stuff out there, but I hope this is one of the first. So don't walk, run to the Apple Store, get one of these demoed to you. If you got the money, if you're like me, if you're a geek guy, hopefully, as things go, you'll tune into our YouTube show, the Edge of Innovation show. It's going to be about technology, mostly as you would use it at home or in your workshop. I have a couple of 3D printers back here. I've got a brand new Creality K1 Max that I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing as a new 3D printer. I have been involved recently with laser engraving and cutting machines. I had an X-Tools P2 for a couple of months that I bought. I didn't like. I sent it back. You probably will hear something about that. You can't see it. It's off the camera, but over here is a pretty good sized crate. Probably weighs a couple 100 pounds. It's got a new 100-watt fiber optic laser engraver in it. It's called a MOPA, M-O-P-A, and it will engrave metal. It will do deep etching engraving in metal, for example, guns, coins, all kinds of things. Really neat device. Again, you can't see it because it's off camera in the next room, which is now the control room for the studio. I have a Haas, H-A-A-S, for those of you familiar with CNC, but I've got a Haas CNC milling machine. Also in the room next door is a Precision Matthews metal cutting lathe. So I'm into making things. You can't see it overhead, but I made a camera system that's on a track that I don't have it set up yet because I hadn't intended to do this, but I push a button and it repositions the camera along a track. I made all of the track. I made the motorized system that moves it. So I'm into gadget stuff. Things like this are always going to be featured and on this YouTube channel. So again, I apologize for any lack of professionalism here. I apologize for taking too long. I hope that this has recorded over there, and I hope you come back. If you like this, you want to see more, as they always say, and I don't have the little bug for it at the bottom of the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There will be more. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm your host, Bruce Mitchell, and this is the YouTube channel. See you soon. Wow, that is, oh, geez, that is shocking. I don't know what else to say. I have no idea how to turn this off. That's one of the other things I guess we'll be figuring out. So, yeah, wow. Okay, let's get this on the air so somebody else can hopefully benefit from it.